Call Haloim Yahweh Bahasham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. This is your fellow servant Tazawar, again with another lesson. First, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praise unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom rule well and from whom we learn His truth. Shalom to Yakim that are not in GMS, but are pushed in likewise doctrine, in spirit, and in truth. To you few sisters that are listening and learning, and to you Akim, and you speckled birds that are scattered abroad to other nations and look like the other nations, to you I say Shalom. This is going to be a short lesson. Really, I just want to put some things in perspective. All right, because I said in a prior video that the Bible is a governing system. All right, it's a book of government, which is why America claims to hold the Bible in high esteem. That is the book of the land. All right. Only secondary to the Constitution, right? Which is why when a president swears in during the inauguration, they place their hand on the Bible. It's also why in court, well, in old times anyway, you used to have to swear on the Bible before you gave a testimony. So, the laws of this land are loosely based on the scriptures, but as time has moved forward, this country, this rulership, has moved further and further away from the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Scriptures. All right. But the Bible is indeed a governing book. All right. It's a system of government. This is evident in, well, first off, the word statute itself means law. All right. So when you go into the Torah, right, which is the first 5 books, all right, of the Holy Scriptures, that's what it means. Torah means the law. Tawarah breaks down into the law, right? So, and that's where, you find the laws concerning our day-to-day, how Israel's supposed to conduct themselves, our dietary law, our ceremonial law, all right, and even our sacrificial law. That is the only part that we are not obligated to keep anymore, because Yahweh Shai came and gave the ultimate sacrifice. So we no longer sacrifice animals. All right. The Heavenly Father said He would not take delight in our sacrifices anymore anyhow, after we had fallen off time and time again. All right. But to prove the point that I'm trying to make, let's go into all we really need. I'm gonna pull, like I said, it's gonna be a short lesson. I'm gonna pull let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 9. All right. And 6. All right, if you read the heading at the top of the chapter, right, it says birth and reign of the Prince of Peace. All right. And we know who the Prince of Peace is. We know who that title belongs to. All right. That's Yahweh Shai. The scriptures also call Him Shiloh. All right. Which means peace. All right. And if you can receive it, One of his incarnations here on earth was Solomon, right? Which also means peace. So that's actually how we greet each other. In the Paleo, we say that name Shalom, which is Solomon. Okay. Anyhow, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 9. And we're going to start at let's start at 6. Now, this is a future prophecy, right? But nonetheless, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6, and it reads, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." All right. 7, "Of the increase of his government and the peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth ever forever." All right. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. All right. And like I said, Solomon's name means peace, right? But we do know that Solomon was not called the Everlasting Father or the Mighty God. All right. That's Yahweh Shai. Furthermore, Solomon's reign did not last forever. He had 40 years, all right, of peace, and then he fell off. So we know this is how we know that this is speaking of a future prophecy, a future son, all right, with the title Prince of Peace, whom is Yahweh Shai. Okay. From there, let's stay in the book of Isaiah, and let's go to chapter 22. All right. But notice in Isaiah 9, it says what? The government shall rest on his shoulders, right? So let's do Isaiah chapter 22, and let's go down to around the 20th verse. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that I will call my servant Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and I will clothe him with thy robe and strengthen him with thy girdle, and I will commit thy government into his hand. And he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the house of Judah." All right. And the key of the house of David will I lay upon his shoulder, so he shall open and none shall shut, and he shall shut and none shall open. All right. Let's get this word government in the interlinear, because I wanted to get it in the last verse. It says, "In thy government." Right? Mem Shallah. So that really should be ma mom with an A, Mom Shallah. All right. And it says rule, dominion, realm. Rule, dominion, realm, domain. Rule, dominion of God. All right. A realm or a ruler. When you look at the Strong's definition. All right. Dominion, government, power to rule. All right. Then let's get the root word. Ma Mamashal, Mamashal, Mamshal, Mamshal, right? And it say dominion, ruler, right? And notice right here it say Strongs. Under the Strongs it say absolute, right? Great dominion. Okay. But it tell you rulership. All right, we're gonna grab just one more. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and 5. Yeah. It say, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. All right. I just read to you out of the in the interlinear, right, and out of the Strongs, that is talking about rule, dominion, right, a rulership. So when it says a king shall reign and prosper and shall execute judgment and justice, understand that's a government. So the scriptures always talk about a governing system, all right, or a system of government. That's what Mount Zion is. The mountains in the scriptures represent governments. Mountains represent large governments, and hills represent small governments. Okay? So this is why when it says the people, when the heathen shall flow unto us and they shall go up to the Mount Zion, they talking about coming to our government, right? Because our vibration is what's going to be pushed throughout the corners of the earth. All right, after the rightful owners and rulers of the planet are restored back to their position, to their correct position. All right, and that will be under the house of David, right? David will reign forever. Okay, he will sit on the throne, and Yahweh Shai will be over him. So it'll be Yahweh Shai, then King David, and then the rest of the 144,000, right, as the governing body, right? Hey, and you can read that in Revelation, man. When you go into where it talks about the gates of the kingdom of heaven, right? And every the golden gates, and there were names, the 12 gates, which had the name of each tribe, and then it says that, it tells you that only those men will enter through that gate. All right. 12,000 from each tribe. Okay. And that's how we get the 144,000. All right. That will be the governing body, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right. And then under that, you have the rest of the remnant elect, which the scriptures speak of, the innumerable multitude, which will walk into the kingdom of heaven. All right. Under Yahushua Hamashiach. Okay, but that's pretty much it. We're gonna finish up with the first verse I brought out again, which is Isaiah Salakia. Isaiah chapter 9 and 6. And we're gonna read this in the NLT this time. And it reads, "For a child is born to us, a son is given to us. The government will rest on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His government and its peace will never end. He will rule with fairness and justice from the throne of his ancestor David for all eternity. The passionate commitment of the Lord of heaven's armies will make this happen." All right, and with that, I say Selah and Shalom. All right.